Hi.
Hi.
I'm Heather.
I'm Nikki.
And we are
Woolly
Elephant.
Elephant.
A bit bedraggled today, but you know.
I think I look fabulous.
You look fab. You should have seen the weather out here. It's just been like torrential. 1 minute it's fine, sunny. Next minute it's like we're in Asda, and you should have heard the rain on the roof. It was like just.
Like an
we're just waiting here for a bit. We're not going. We're not going out just yet. I'm trying to think, what's that behind me?
Yeah, what is that behind
It's a hat. It's your dad's hat. I've tried to make that little bit look just a bit more interesting this week. I've put a few knitted toys and a shawl rather than having it right up here behind us today, because people said that they liked us in this closer up version.
Oh yeah.
It's not quite as bright from the window today. I imagine in a few short weeks it'll be pitch black.
Because it's 10 to 6 in the evening.
10 to 6. It's the 30th of Sunday, the 30th of July. I wanted to say January then, but you know, that would be a bit of a difference. I'm gonna have to go and move that out. That's all I can see. Gone.
Annoying hat.
Yes, because it was annoying because I could see it at the back of my head. It made my head look deformed from how we can see ourselves on the tiny little camera screen. Right. Anyway, been relatively busy over the last couple of weeks. I actually have 3 finished objects, but I've only got 2 to show you because I've just spent the last 20 minutes hunting for a pair of socks that I've knitted for a girl at work called the Hatcho Socks by Pearl and Jane.
You've knitted them before?
I've knitted them before, and in West Yorkshire Spinners, and I've knitted them for my mum in, I can't remember what that was called, but it's on one of the previous podcasts. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. I think it's on Ravelry. Or if you have to go on.
Do you have pattern pages? Do you update your project pages on Ravelry?
Once in a blue moon.
Yeah, no.
I don't think I haven't updated it recently. Anyway, I did show a picture of them on Instagram. If I can get a picture, well, I can get a picture, but we do this on my husband's computer. I have to send the pictures to him on Facebook Messenger, so that they can then be taken from his computer to be put on to the video. Okay. It's not an easy thing. It's a long-winded thing. I'll put a picture in here of them, but I've definitely finished them. I did them in Sirdar.
You did.
Baby Crofter in pink. So it's soft. I think it's something like 60% acrylic, 40% nylon. So they should be pretty hard wearing, because she says she's never going to take them off. So she couldn't have them until I showed them on the video, but obviously I can't find socks, so I can't show them. Can't show them on the video, which I'm a bit miffed about, because I knitted them in about a day
3
now.
seconds.
About a day and a half. She's only got a size 5 feet, so it wasn't so bad. And I did contrasting pink heel and toe in another baby yarn with nylon, so I'm presuming because of all the nylon that's in them, they should be hard.
There's that bag.
Yeah, I've already checked that because I've got the other things out of it.
I just saw it then.
Yeah, that's the purple bag I was looking. Yeah, I was hunting everywhere. I've been through every box. I'll probably pull them out of a bag that I'm about to use now at some point, like as if by magic, but
we'll just laugh at you.
You never know. Anyway, I have got 2 to show you, even though I've got 3. Nikki's got
1.
He's got 1.
Hold on to your hats, it's finally happened.
I thought Nikki can show you hers first.
I finished my friend's birthday present, which were the Union Square, I think that's what they're called. Socks by Mina Phillip for her.
Excuse me, I'm going to finish this roll while you're...
Times Square. Oh my god, brain's not working. I've been cleaning it all day, deep cleaning our upstairs, and I think I'm dizzy from all the fumes. Anyway, so there's from her New York Sock Club, that's what I was trying to say. And I finished these. They only took me a week, and I've done both. They almost match.
The fastest socks you've ever knit in your life. Well, in sock yarn.
In sock yarn, they are.
In sock yarn, they are.
And I did these, and the only thing I did different than is on her pattern is the heels. I did the Fish Lips Kiss heel. I will try to do the German short row heel when I've started another one of her sock patterns from the club, and I think I'll try the German short row heel. Just when I started these, I was doing them with a migraine and I couldn't wrap my head round another heel. I just did what I knew. I knitted these on 56 stitches on 2.75 and she's a size 5 as well. Size 5, whereas I'm more 5'6", but they fit me, so they'll fit her. Oh yeah, I'm hoping I know she likes them because she's already seen them, because I had to double check. That she, I'm really paranoid when I knit for my friends that they're not going to like them. So I said, do you like this? I'm knitting these for your birthday. If you don't like them, they can go to me nanny. And she's like, oh no, I really like those. So these are in the opal sparkly base, sock base, Ferrari base. Don't ask me what it is, because I don't know. But it was such an easy pattern to do. It was a 4-row pattern. I really liked it. I'd recommend it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So that's that.
Very pretty. Right, I've got my shawl. I was nearly finished knitting last time. I have finished.
Yay!
This time. Ooh. I'm really pleased with this. And I think if I block it, I don't know if I will because I don't think I will because it's acrylic.
Well, major stretching.
It's 80% acrylic, I think, 20% wool. But it's
bang it in washing machine.
I don't think I'm going to try because acrylic doesn't really block out. So I believe. Not that I've ever tried, but so I believe. But it looks. Wasn't going to wear it because it's quite stuffy in here. Thing is, if we open the window, we live on a main road. You're going to get all the road noise.
You can almost guarantee lorries will go past.
Because it's a busy road. I was going to flip my hair out then. I forgot it's tied up. So there we go. It's nice and big and cosy. In my jumper. In my jumper.
In your jumper?
In my coat.
You're not getting it, it's for Nanny.
In my coat. It would be nice and big and cosy in my coat. But I'm not getting it, it's for my mother. So that's it.
She doesn't need to know.
It was in Sirdar. No, she doesn't know actually. If I showed her, I'd just say, look at this, what I've made, Mum. She'll go, oh, I really like that. Really like that. I love those colours. And because she thinks it's mine, she'll love it to death. See? So it makes her lovely.
I like that. It's really pretty.
Turn around and see the back. Can you see that?
Yes.
So, I really like that. So I might get her.
It's a good size.
I might get her a shawl pin. Hey, that almost look that matches.
Woo! It does.
It does. Look, looking in. That actually matches.
Holy moly!
That's pure fluke. I can't believe that actually. Just cut almost. I mean, oh, mind you, this bit nearly. It's almost a match. That bit. This bit's a bit shorter than that bit. It's stretched out.
Be right.
Be right. As I said. Anyway, I can't keep that on because that is really warm and it's really.
It is quite stuffy.
It is quite stuffy in here at the moment.
I'll take the cardi off.
I'll put that. Chuck it there on the chair. So that's one. The second one I've done. This one you've not even seen. Just like the socks that I'm not showing you because you haven't seen them anyway.
They've ran off.
Yeah. I have knitted a pair of fingerless mittens. These are in my West Yorkshire Spinners Jacob's Fleece Aran weight yarn that I dyed myself. One was cream, one of the yarns was cream and one of the yarns was like a, they say it was grey but it's like a beigey brown. The natural colours of the sheep. Anyway, this was the one I dyed on the natural colour. So it's come out. I have shown it before. They're quite tonal.
I think they're fab. I tried them.
He's losing his thumb.
They're lovely.
On my mitten blockers. See, they've got mice. I think they're mice. Not bunnies, these ones. I think these are mice. Anyway, it's got a faux cable pattern in. And I knitted these in
4 seconds.
I knitted one in an evening and one over, I think, an hour in the morning and a bit of my lunch break, and these were done. I've only got to weave the ends in on one of them, but they feel so nice. And these were done from, I actually bought this kit, I think I've showed before, at
was it Woolfest? I keep thinking it's
Woolfest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cumbria. We were at Cumbria Woolfest, wasn't it?
I think that's what it was. Yeah. That's not the one in November, is it?
No, that's Kendal.
Yeah, it was Woolfest.
It was Cumbria because it was in the Lake District. So it was that, and that's the colour kit I bought. But I've decided, I think I want that to be a hat. That is West Yorkshire Spinners as well. Blue-faced Leicester Aaron.
Yeah, because we both got the same one, didn't we?
I decided that was going to be. I want that to be a hat because it's a lovely colour. It's very much my colour. It'll match my waterproof as well. And that was the pattern. Wasdale Warmers. Your guess is as good as mine. Wasdale.
Wasdale, because it sounds funnier.
And it was a super easy pattern because you're not actually, it looks like it's cable, but you're not actually doing a cable.
It's really easy.
You slip one, knit two, and then yarn forward, and then pass the yarn over, and then slip stitch over the three.
Yeah.
Pass the slip stitch over the three. Just gives you that effect. And I like them. It's going to be so easy, quick to do more. These could make good Christmas gifts. But I'm actually one of my work in progress is I'm doing a hat, and I've put some of this yarn on it, and then the one that I dyed on the cream yarn with the speckles in. Well, it wasn't speckles, but you know, it was my attempt at speckles that went wrong. I'm doing a hat in. If you're interested in the mitten blockers, that's where. Is that the right way up?
Yeah. The knitting shed.
Is that
called?
Is that clear? I can't see. I can't really tell if that's clear or not. Looking at the screen because it's so small.
I don't know.
I think it is. I think that's got it.
Yeah, it's focused now, yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to tell from where we're looking and whether that has.
It's the knitting shed, I know that.
Yeah, mouse mitten blockers medium from the knittingshed.com. But I think they're really cute. Because I have, and I haven't brought it in here, I actually filmed in the last episode a book that I've brought and showing some of the mittens. It was a book on Norwegian. I've forgotten to bring that in again, so maybe I'll knit one before I show the book again. We actually filmed that, and one I got on brioche, and I haven't tried the brioche yet, and we put that all in. And then when I came to edit it, and I did it, and I thought, it was only after I'd done it and I'd uploaded it, I thought, where's the books? Where have they gone? Seem to be completely missing. I think when my husband set it up for me to do all the editing, and he's put all the little video clips into the file that I taken from, that one must have been missing. He must have missed that one. So, anyway, that's why I originally bought these, because I want to knit full mittens in colour work. But these were a nice quick, when you really need a quick fix. Quick fix. They were great. In my my cheap budget toiletry bag. This was the medium one. And then I've got a big one as well and a mini one that were $3.99 I think for the three. I can see what's in it. And if I take it to work, a little project like that, in that bag, it's not going to get smelly because we work in a chippy.
Oh yeah, because it's plastic.
Yeah, and I worry about anything leaking on my bag. Because it's plastic, it's protected. And I can see it. So, that was a bonus. So that's my finished objects. So, FOs, onto FOs. No?
I'll show you the sock that I've started. I started the Times Square ones. There's lots of square places in New York. And this is what they look like. This is a faux cable pattern. Is that coming up?
By Mina Phillips.
Mina Phillips. Part of her New York Sock Club. Is that coming up? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And this is in King Cole Zigzag. Colourway, purple.
Zigzag sock yarn, like that.
What did I say?
Just zigzag.
Zigzag sock yarn, yeah. My friend bought it me for my birthday. Because it was my birthday last week. And I thought I'll start these. Actually knit them for me. And I'm doing them in the first size, the 56 stitch, to see how they wear on me, because I normally do 64. Is it 64? Is that the next one up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've both been trying different sizes and different needles and different stitch counts lately.
So this is a 6 pattern repeat. It's a 4 cable. It's really easy. It's one I've never done this type before. It's different to the one like on the mittens, because I started those mittens that Mum's just shown, but I've got to rip them back to start again on.
Yeah, you'll have to get it out and we can show them the difference in size.
Yeah, I've actually got them with me. The needle size I need to change because I'm a really tight knitter. But I'm enjoying this. It's really nice. I like how different it looks on the back to the actual cable. And this one I'm going to try and do...
Don't dip it in your tea.
Not dip it in my tea. The German short row heel. Or I might try and do... Is it the extended heel flap and
gusset
one that she's designed as well?
It's to give you a bit more room in the heel, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
If you've got higher arch or something.
I don't think I'll need that then. I'm just going to try the German short row heel and see how that is. How that differs from the Fish Lips Kiss heel. Because now I don't have migraine, so I might be able to wrap my head around it. But this is a really nice yarn to knit with. It feels totally different to the opal sock yarn.
It's really soft, isn't it? Have you got the ball band?
No. I'm just not prepared. I just start and that ball band is just gone. But for some of my fancier yarns, I keep hold of them. But commercial yarns, I don't really keep hold of the ball band for some reason. I think it's because I can easily find the information online.
Yeah, pretty much.
If I should need it. It is acrylic. I know that much.
It's not, is it? It's not completely acrylic. It's got wool in it.
I think it's 20% wool.
It's got nylon in.
It's got nylon, and then it's got... I can't tell you the recipe of it. But I really like it so far. It's really soft.
I haven't brought my phone in with me, so I can't check it out.
When mum shows you her next whip, I'll words. I'll look it up. So I'm going to do these for me, and then I've been requested by...
I'll just put it in as a caption.
Okay. I've been requested by the other half if I'll make him a pair of socks. I've got loads left over from doing these, because it's a 100-gram ball, and these weigh 38 grams together, which I'm quite surprised about. I thought they'd be more than that. So I've got quite a hefty amount, but there's sparkle in it. And I said to him, there's sparkle in them. Are you going to be okay with sparkly socks? He went, I don't care. I want more knitted socks. Okay, dear.
We'll have sparkly knitted socks.
He can have sparkly knitted socks. He went, they can be my Christmas socks. And I went, you're nagging me for them now? How long it takes me to knit socks? Well, man-sized. You saw how long it took me to knit his birthday socks. So yeah. I think I'm going to do the leg longer on this one as well, because I'm enjoying the pattern.
What are you knitting them on?
2.75, higher interchangeables. That's all I knit on. I don't knit on anything else.
Magic loop.
Magic loop. My favourite way. I do like DPNs. I think I'll use DPNs when I eventually branch out into colourwork.
No, colourwork's better on them.
Is it?
Yeah.
You don't?
No.
No.
Colourwork on DPNs, when you cross, if you've got to do a colour change across a join,
yeah,
it's hard to get your tension right. Because you're inclined to pull it tighter across a join so you don't get a ladder.
Yeah.
So if you get...
That's why
so if you say are going across 3 stitches and you're pulling tight, then it's going to pucker on the corners.
Right.
It's alright across the straight, but it's no good across the joins, which is what I found doing them Fair Isle socks. They work better because there's no joins at all on 9-inch circulars.
I'll bring it on. I think I'll magically pull away. I've got some 9-inch circulars by Chigu.
We could do it on them, because I mean
might
you've only
try
got
on
one
them.
join on there.
I might try it on them.
But I like the colourwork socks, definitely on me, because I've done one sock on DPNs and then the other one I'm doing on 9-inch circulars, and my tension's definitely better. It's
funky. I really like it. Comes up really nice. I like commercial yarns. They're nice, easy, quick and affordable. So I've got that. And now I like these. If these wear well, I'll probably... they've got a lot more zingy colours in the King Cole zigzag range.
Pity we haven't got a wool man on the market anymore to buy them off.
No,
he's gone.
Which I'm gutted about.
Yeah.
But I will.
But never mind.
I'll just have to... Wow, our fabric shop has started stocking wool.
But it's only...
I think is it Robin?
Robin, and I think they've got a very basic... Have they got Hayfield, Sirdar? Hayfield, yarn.
Yeah, all the basic
Just
stuff.
only just one circular stand. I thought they might get more. But then there's Julie on the trimming stall. There is another stall at the top of the market that sells Stylecraft. The special double knit and some of the patterned yarns. And she has loads of baby things knitted up so you can see them. Which is That's supposed to be really good for crochet.
I
Which we have crocheted in before.
I want one of those colour wheel things. Not what you had, the one. Caron cakes, are they?
Yeah, I fancy
Is it a sheepy schwepsy one that you want?
yeah, actually it said in my
If you know what I
magazine,
mean.
it said in my magazine how to, because it looks like sheepsy or something like that. And it said how to pronounce it, it's nothing like that.
Oh my god.
But I can't remember what it is.
I'm
Because
wearing a Schweppes drinking in.
Yeah, I want one of theirs because they look so nice. I keep looking at them. It's another 20 quid though, innit? And I'm saving my money for blank yarn at the moment, so I can do some dyeing and see how I get on with that. Anyway,
So yeah, I just waffled on about socks for God knows how long.
so works. What have I got? Works in process. Well, I was on the subject of socks. I've started another sock. I wasn't going to because I'm bored of socks, but I really been wanting to knit this Back Cave yarn because it's on. I've got it on 3 needles. This is Stranded Dye Works Back Cave colourway in the merino cashmere nylon, which is a paradise blend. This is no particular pattern. It's just a 64 stitch cast on. It's very stretchy, look at that, very stretchy. I've just been dying to knit this. I've been looking for something else to knit it with, but every shawl I've looked at that I liked asks for 2. And when I look on her website, and when she's got more on, there's a lot more black, bigger blocks of black, and I think would be a little bit too different. So because I quite fancy using it in a shawl. Maybe I'll get some more. Maybe I'll go out and go at dyeing the similar colour myself to do myself one. But like I said, this is no particular pattern. I've done a 64 stitch cast on, and I've done a broken, like a garter stitch rib, which is knit 3, purl 2. Yeah, knit 3, purl 2 round the row, and then knit a row. I did 64 stitches here, but I had to increase one on the last row so that it would work out right.
Oh right.
Because, you know, to get the pattern count for the rib that I wanted to do, because it obviously didn't divide into 66 stitches.
Fair enough.
Or 64 stitches, so I had to make it 65. And then when I got down to here, and you split it and you do the heel flap and gusset, you do it on 32 stitches, and you keep the front on 32 stitches. Well, there's 33 on my front, 32 on my back. No, so well that's what it. And I've not bothered. If I need to, when I get down to the toe, I'll just decrease one before I do the toe. But these are, I know, I'm doing these in the sun's just come out from behind. There's very, very black clouds.
I'll take these off.
Yeah, dazzled. Anyway, these I'm doing them on 2.25 DPNs. Higher.
You could have said King Cole then, weren't you?
No, I was going to say King Cole. Higher, 2.5 DPNs, and I'm doing them on. I used to do all my socks on 4. A lady recommended to me doing them on 4 instead of 3 because then it didn't stretch tight across the joins. Well, I found it doesn't stretch tight across the joins anyway, so you can get when you're doing a pattern, you can get the whole instep
in one needle.
On one needle then, and then you're only basically doing the bottom bit on the 2 needles. And I don't think I've got I haven't got a ladder or anything, I don't think. I can see there. My heel's looking pretty good.
I really like
But
those.
I've tried this on. I put it onto 4 needles and tried it on, and it feels, I can get it on, but it feels a bit too stretched, a bit too tight. So that's that one. That is, hang on, I'll just show you the bowl. It's in my, yet again, Nikki drawstring bag. WoollyElephant drawstring bag. It's, there we go, merino cashmere nylon Back Cave. It's just, I just love this.
So squishy.
It's such a nice colour. It feels so soft. If you've never bought any yarn from Amy at Stranded Dye Works, you really...
I'm not quick enough.
She's had some on over the last few days.
Has she?
When she'd come back from Texas.
Oh right, I need to go and have a look.
And there was Back Cave on there.
I've got spending money.
Yeah, there was Back Cave on there. Whether there still is or not, I don't know. But there was on Saturday. When I was on my break and having a look. But I was resisting temptation. I quite like her new balloon colourway. I think it's called Hot Air Balloon or something like that, which is quite nice.
Oh, I looked up the info for this. It is called Vivid, that's the colourway, and it's 25% nylon and 75% wool. So where I got 20% from, I don't know.
And wool, it's wool as well. Not acrylic. I didn't think it was acrylic.
I thought it was acrylic. I just automatically assume it's acrylic. I don't know
Because it's
why.
King Cole.
Because it's King Cole, yeah. Yeah.
But then King Cole do some nice yarns, wool yarns as well.
Shade name's Vivid. Chain code is 1865. By King Cole, zigzag. 100 grams, 448 metres, and it recommends 3.25mm needles. Well, I ignored that. I got a free pattern with it. It came with the free pattern, but I'm doing what I want.
So, that was mine. One of mine. Have you got another one?
I've got 2 more.
I've got 2 more.
Flipping heck, we're even.
We are
almost.
today. Not doing so bad. So do you want to go next?
I'll show one that you've all seen before. I'll save my new one for last.
While you're doing that, I'll knit another row. I'm sort of working my way through this while I'm... every second counts.
I'll tell you my story. Mum keeps asking me how I'm doing on this shawl, because I've been doing it forever now. I'm actually impressed I've actually kept it going. This one, my Magic Springtime shawl.
Oh, don't you just hate that.
It'll be autumn by the time I finish it.
Join!
It's infuriating.
I hate that.
And knots.
Knots in me yarn. That's going to have to come undone.
I'm all tangled. So she was asking me, she goes, oh, how far are you now? Are you nearly done now? Because I keep saying, yeah, I'm nearly done. I thought I was nearly at my lace panel, which would be this bit for the orange. I counted, I had 10 more stitches than I actually have. Hey, the sun's gone, I can put my glasses on, I can see. Whew, hello. Anyway, so I was looking at them, I thought I better recount them because I counted them when I was tired, and I put notes in. I put a note in my Ravelry project page, this stitch marker that I got here, how many stitches that stitch marker meant. So I knew roughly. I could just quickly count to what it was and then go from there. And I thought, I've got 10. So I'm there counting along, and I had 10 more stitches than I originally thought I would have. And I'm thinking, alright, okay, so I jot that number down, and then I put it away and then come back to pick it up again. I recount those stitches again because I was tired. And those 10 stitches had disappeared. So either I gone from like 20s to 40s and missed out 30s. I don't know. It's entirely possible.
It's easy done though, because I was counting stitches on that hat. The hat oh no, I've got 3 to show. On that hat I was knitting.
Yeah.
This morning, and I counted it 3 times, and each time I got a different number. Every time I had to count it another 2 times and take the average.
Yeah. Because when you're like in your hundreds, it's not even like I can put a marker in to say 100 stitches, because you increase at one end and you decrease at the other. So I'm like, my brain just can't wrap myself head around that.
You could do when you're counting though, just counting, stick a marker.
Stick a marker,
Stick a pin in, you know, at 50 or something.
So
at least you haven't got to go, if you lose count, you haven't got to go back to the beginning.
So that's where that little ball marker is. That's how far I've gone. It looks pretty cool on camera. With all that striping. It looks like stripes. Almost.
It's lovely colour, that.
I can't wait to get it done. I'll definitely get it. I will finish this.
Well, yeah, you've done a lot of it, haven't you?
And I picked it back up recently because I've been posting on Instagram. I've been doing it. It's one that I can do while watching telly. But Michael doesn't seem to like me knitting on this. He keeps pulling it off me. He'll say to me, "Mummy, put it back, ugh," because he wants a cuddle. So he sits on my knee and that's it. I'm not allowed to do anything.
It gets wrenched off the needle because you've got a couple of...
Oh, he'll grab it because obviously it's a circular needle and I'm knitting it on straight, but he'll grab it here, pull it, and I'm there like, no! Because I'm trying to save him but trying to get him off. And the stitches are all like all over the floor. I'm like, I've got to save it, and there's very obvious like here. Oh, I'm just going to show you, I don't care.
Yeah, we should show things like that. It makes people feel better about theirs.
Well, I don't know, is that going to come up? Is it coming up?
Yeah, it looks quite clear that, I can see it.
That was Michael incident. Yeah, I've got 2 more here. Yeah, see, proof it's handmade. That's my
backups and all.
Yeah, I don't really care, to be honest, because it gives me a story to tell, and
makes it unique. Not that it's not unique anyway. And
that I've made it and whatever. It's only in the orange bit. I don't think I've got any major problems down in the grey or in the brown. In the brown you won't be able to tell anyway, so it don't really matter. I'm not bothered. Oh, where's that gone now? Paul's just ran off.
Well, it's one of those problems, isn't it? Well, I shan't be rude. I could be, but I shan't.
So I'm not making any promises when that's going to be done. I've only recently been interested in actually knitting again, properly. I think it's been the past 2 days actually.
Keep talking, I've got about 10 stitches.
So because since I found out I was pregnant, with how poorly I've been, I've just literally not been interested. I've carried on doing it because I do enjoy it whilst I'm doing it. It's just getting to the point of doing it. I just wanted to just lie there on the sofa, and I'm lying there going, I could be knitting right now. You know, I could be doing this, I've got stuff to be doing. And then I'll be just like, my body's like, nah.
Just can't be bothered.
Just can't be bothered, just lie, Nikki. You've got all the time in the world. I'm like, yeah, no. And then in these past 2 days, my brain's just gone, you need to knit. You've got all this stuff you spent money on, get on with it. And it's come back. My friend's partner came over, my partner's friend came over last night. It's mine too, but they came over to see him. And they decided that they were going to go to the pub, so I just went, got a load of wool, got me winder, got me Swift, went upstairs, threw it all on bed and went, right, what am I going to do? And then I just started winding. That was a trauma in itself. The Swift just leapt off. And we had more wool on it, I was spinning, top speed, I'm like this. Arms going and the Swift just goes ping, and I'm like, oh.
Or when you suddenly stop and it suddenly goes back on itself, and then your wool starts winding around the leg. And you're cursing and swearing and
my little boy's in bed, and this is at something like, I don't know, 8:30 in the evening, and my Swift's just gone flying, banging into the TV, and I'm like, oh no.
Our Swift. Have you trashed it?
Our Swift, no, it's still living. This was wounded, this one, but because he was, and then obviously because that went flying, my ball winder, the wool that was being wound onto the ball winder got tangled up in there, and I'm like, how on earth has this happened?
This is where, you know, when we went to our first show, Kendal Woolfest last year.
Oh yes.
Was it last year or the year before?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was last year. Just before we started doing this.
Yeah.
A month before we started doing this.
Because that's where I got this from.
And we saw this fancy ball winder.
I want an automatic one.
That had the ball winder and the Swift, and it was like 150 quid. And we said, why would anybody pay that?
Bring it on.
Oh.
Do it now. I want one that does it for me.
I was watching Yarn Pimp. I think it was Yarn Pimp podcast. They've got a relatively new podcast, and they have a shop. They're in the shop, and you can hear this. You can hear the workings of the shop, and you can hear this motor going. And she said it was the automatic yarn winder. I thought, automatic yarn winder. I think we need.
I need one of them.
I need one of those. What are you doing? Rescuing your wool?
I'm rescuing. It's just ignore me. It's tied up in Dad's bag.
Well, it is a bit chaotic. There's a lot of stuff over there that you can't see. Shelves of magazines and craft stuff, and from my shop, and on this side I've got shelves of craft stuff, and mostly not knitting from when I had my shop.
Rescued.
Other junk around that were like the settee's going to be going, and there's some shelves up that corner of chaos. Shelves of chaos up that corner. Can you see them there? I think you can, can't you? Shelves of chaos up that corner up there. That's all full of loads of craft stuff, and these were shelves that we had up in the shop that we've disassembled because they were massive. They were alright when we moved the shop into here. And then this way, if you want to see the chaos, it is my room. It is kind of chaotic.
That's what my craft room looks like.
Hence we try and keep us relatively centred. I'll not show you the other bit. But this is just like, the room is completely cluttered. We have got rid of quite a bit, but we want to turn this. We want to turn this back into. We'd like to take it back into a proper room eventually. This, like I said, this settee is to go. There's loads of stuff in here that's to go. We've got in the spare room that's full of craft stuff and from the shop. Because there was an awful lot. You think of what you see when you walk in a craft shop, how much stuff in it. Even if we had like a massive sale at the end of it, everything practically giving it away, there was still loads of stuff left. I've never had the time or the inclination to try and sell it on Etsy, and now it's kind of out of date, even though it's brand new. You know, everybody's got to always have, like, you want the latest thing in card making. It's all die cutting, and you always want the latest stamps and the latest die cuts. So it's going to be donated gradually as I take bits up on my way to work to the charity that's
that's in
the shop that I was in. They sell like second-hand craft stuff and school uniform. A strange combination, I know, but it's the Brothers of Charity, and they sell. So if you've got, you know, craft stuff you're getting rid of, you can take it up there and then they can sell it on. So I am gradually took them a few giant bags up there the other day, and they were rather pleased, to say the least. So there will be more going up. Anyway, off on a rambling note there. I was looking for something. I wanted another quick knit. I'm in the quick knit mood at the moment. So like I showed you them fingerless mitts before in that colourway, I then decided I have a reasonable amount left from the ball. I wanted to knit something else because this was the other one I knitted to match. Can you see how they match? Do we need to put a light on in here? Is that looking dark to you now?
It is a bit.
I think I'm just going to go and switch the light on. Okay, I can get out. That's the washing. That's a little washing. Yeah, got that out, didn't it?
It needs to warm up. Energy saving, man. Save the planet.
Give the bulb 6 weeks to warm up. Usually by the time you've walked in the room and walked out, the light's not even got warmed up and you're turning it off.
Yeah.
Anyway, regardless. I did at one point started collecting, this was a 2 weekly thing. These books came out, learn how to knit type thing. And you got a book every week and a ball of wool. Well, I didn't need to learn how to knit, but I thought the books might be have some cool ideas, and then you got a ball of wool every week, exactly the same ball of wool in cream. I've got stacks of them because a friend gave me hers to knit a blanket.
Yeah, I got some too.
It feels very, very acrylic-y, so I think that I was originally going to make a giant blanket with it, but I don't like the feel of it, so it's going to go to the charity shop.
Yeah.
I'm sure somebody can make use of it, but I've never really knitted anything out of the books. But obviously on the front of this one, hats and scarves and things. I like the look of this one on the front. So that is it. It was knitted in Debbie Bliss Rialto Aran in here, and I have got some Debbie Bliss Falkland Aran, and I thought about doing it in that, but I wanted to do something to match these mitts. Now it looks, I assumed it would be knitted in the round, but it's not. It's knitted, everything is knitted, even the sock book, the one of these that's all socks. I think there's only one sock pattern or something in the book that's knitted in on DPNs. The rest are all knitted flat and seamed. So if you like knitting these things flat, like I used to do.
Isn't it weird? We all used to be just straight this, straight that. And now everything we do is in the round.
Yeah, so when we used to avoid knitting in the round.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is the other yarn.
How times change.
So I've knitted the border in the same one as the gloves. And this is a double moss stitch, so you knit one, purl one every stitch for do the same on 2 rows and then alternate for the next 2 rows.
Double moss.
Double moss stitch. You knit one, purl one. Normally on moss stitch you knit one, purl one all down the row, and then the following row you purl one, knit one. So you do the opposite one. But on double moss stitch you do 2 rows the same as if you were doing a rib, and then you alternate and then do 2 rows with the alternate one.
Alright.
Alright, so it just gives you a slightly different look. Doesn't show up quite as well because it's obviously a coloured patterned yarn. But
It's still got texture though.
But I'm liking how the colour's coming out. And this is going to be a beret, so obviously it's going to fold in half and not look quite as ginormous as it looks there. This is on some of my cheapy bamboo needles, 5mm.
They're not that bad those though.
Oh, saying that, yeah, these are 5mm bamboo noodles. They're alright. I used to knit everything on these bamboo noodles. Used to cost bamboo needles even. Used to sell these for about £1.25 in the shop.
Bargain.
Used to sell stacks of them, and I used to knit all mine on those. And even if I broke one, it didn't bother me because the thinner ones, like 4mm, and used to feel them starting to bend because they'd bend.
Mine were bent. Mine are bent.
Eventually would break. Well, like my little DPNs are bent. We put a light on. So apologise if you can see the glare in our glasses. I've just said this 3 times. The camera keeps going off. So look there, you can now see how tonally fit on my hat and my colour, in my texture. As it's nice and bright, but the light is like right here, shining right at us. But it obviously looks, you can see better now. The sun's coming back out again now. Critical, I could swear. Anyway, that's those. Anyway, what we was going to say is, we've knitted, this was Nikki's cuff, on a 4mm needles and a tight knitting. Against mine.
I don't even feel like I'm a tight knitter. I've try and slacken off sometimes too.
I knit
That is on a whole inch difference.
I'm knitting on 5mm. It's not an inch difference. I'm knitting on 5mm needles. You're knitting on 4mm needles. So the needle size is only 1mm
Why did I say inch?
bigger. But look at the difference. So you can see why she's going to pull it back, because she's tried these on
And they fit perfect.
and they fit really well. So it just shows you what a difference how Nikki knits. She's obviously maybe a bit tighter than I am anyway, and the difference in needle size. I mean, it is, this yarn is probably only marginally thicker. Actually feeling, it doesn't feel that much different. Might be a plumper wool as well, but it's a big difference anyway, so we thought we'd show you that.
That's just crazy.
Anyway, so that's my hat. Have you got another work in progress?
I have. So on my I've got birthday money to spend. My partner, he gave me his bonus from work, so I got that and I was like, whoop, what can I buy? And I told you my story yesterday that I threw yarn on bed, wound yarn, even though I was having a battle with the Swift. And then I decided to start this pattern called Colour Spell, which is a shawl pattern on Ravelry. And I just put in the search colour block, colour work or colour block in the search, because I bought these minis from Woolfest and this other yarn, and I wanted to use them in the same project together. And I found this one, Colour Spell. I'll send a picture. I forgot to bring my tablet where you can see it on. And it's nice and bright and colourful on the pattern, and it's trimmed with like pom-poms, but I don't think I'll do the pom-poms. And it's panels of different types of stitches, like some of it's lacy, some of it's not, some of it's garter stitch, some of it's stocking stitch, some of it's other stuff, from what I can gather. But I had the right amount with what I bought, and I bought all the yarn I'm using for it is from
The Knitting Shed.
The Knitting Shed. And the first one yarn I'm using is this one, a speckly one.
Pull back just a bit, blowing out a bit. It is now.
And it's a Cheeky Monkey, that's the colour it's called, and it's our alpaca silk 4-ply, 70% alpaca, baby alpaca, 30% silk. It's super soft. And then I'm pairing it with the mini. I bought a mini set from the same people, and these are the ones that I wound, managed to wind before
Put the light back on again.
Jess was involved. So that was 3 of them, and then these are the 2 that I didn't wind because I thought these were real pretty. I might use these in a different project, and I might get, that's better, and I might get a couple of other minis to go with these, but these minis are Blueface Leicester.
I love knitting in Blueface Leicester.
100%. And I'm not too fussed about mixing bases because it's in a shawl. I probably wouldn't do it if it was a jumper, but it seems to be okay, and this is how we're looking so far. Poop me cup of tea. I'm only on part 1, section 1. I'm a second half of section 1.
That's it. It's got it there.
There we go.
It's really nice. I love that yarn.
Obviously I've got the alpaca silk as the main colour because that's what I've got the most of, and I've got second colour in already. It's an eyelet row, and this is you do 1 row where you knit 3 per one every 4 rows. So I'm on the second repeat for the second part of the section 1, and then I do another row of this like mauvey purpley colour. So I've gone this colour, and this is colour 1, doing this is colour 2, or I might wind one of these and use one of these, but I don't know, will it look too much with speckle on speckle?
I think you maybe need even if you just do 1 stripe, 2 rows of that in between them.
Yeah, I'll have to see what pattern.
I think that, a stripe, like a stripe you've done there, like that stripe.
Because that's what it said on the pattern
there.
to do there.
Maybe do one of the rows that you do, just 2 rows in that, and then put the next stripy one in, the next speckly one in.
Yeah.
So there's something to break in between.
Break in between, yeah. Because last night when I was knitting it, by the time I got to changing the colour, I just grabbed. Because I was tired. And I just wanted to get a good chunk of the first portion done. But it was really easy to do.
Okay.
So that's it.
So I'm looking forward to seeing that growing.
Me too.
I have been putting quite a bit of time into my rainbow shawl. So this is the beginning. So it's there's 10 colours. And I think I've got three more, a pink, a purple. I've got to do pink, magenta and purple to do, and then I've finished a full repeat. Oh, sorry. Sorry, stabber. Full repeat of the 2 colours. I think it's looking pretty fabulous, don't you think?
I think it's glorious.
What do you think, folks? It's well jazzy. I love knitting this. I love the feel of this. It's not overly soft, but it's not rough. It's Blueface Leicester. It's lovely Blueface Leicester. It's got it's an Amber O'Brien pattern, lamina wrap on Ravelry.
What my pattern? Who it was by?
It's Mothy and the Squid primary colour mini set, the rainbow colour mini set. So this is nearly 2 lots. It takes about 5 grams to do each repeat. I've used 150 gram ball of black, which is Knit Picks palette yarn. I've used one of those, and I'm just onto me for this bit here. I'm just onto my second row. I'm knitting it on 3.75, I think. Knit Pro. Yeah, 3.75. My Knit Pro Zing straights, because there's only 125 stitches. I didn't need to do circular needles, and where possible, I do like to, if I can fit it onto straights, because I can knit really fast on straights.
Scissors. Not like me, use a slow poke.
So if I can, I will knit it on them. So I have made pretty good progress on that. The idea is there's one that's nearly 2 repeats, and I should have enough because there was 200 grams, 10 balls, 200 grams, 20 grams each. So I should get 4. I should get 4 repeats, so it should be a really pretty substantial wrap. So it goes round now.
It's marvellous.
So be glad when that's done. But though I am enjoying knitting that, so I'm not trying to rush. I'm just doing it as and when the mood takes me. So I'm liking that. I'm definitely see another one of those in the future with my minis, because I've got some really nice minis, and I want to do another one. I have seen some other patterns of hers I want to do, but I think I'm going to have one of those going as well, because I think it'd make a great mini project. Because each one it only takes about 5 grams.
That's good.
Of sock yarn, because it's in sock yarn, 4-ply.
I'm
going to now go on to our baby section. You've got some show and tells for our baby section today, haven't you?
I have. I've brought a few things. It was also Michael's birthday last week, and his great auntie Joyce.
He was 2.
Turned 2. From
it's gone dark again now.
From Ben's side, Ben's auntie, so Michael's great auntie. She knitted him some dinosaurs.
He's well cute.
Obviously a groovy green one, which I thought was cool, and
see the smiley faces.
A purple pinky one. And
Who's coming into a screen near you?
She did an aeroplane as well with a face.
That's actually a cartoon character,
which I thought was pretty cool.
I recognise that. Can anybody remember what this is called? Because this is definitely, was it Henry or something? I'm sure it was based on a book. It might have even been Sarah Ferguson's. You know her that married to Prince Andrew? It could have even been one of hers. But as soon as I saw it, I recognised it. I thought this is definitely a book character or a cartoon character. If anybody knows, can they put it underneath? Comment in the down box down below. While you're there, subscribe.
Subscribe, yeah. Like all the rest of it.
Yeah.
So he got those, and I thought they were really, really cute. It's really sweet of her, actually.
Yeah.
But I said I'd show them on the podcast, because I thought,
bet that one glows in the dark.
I won't be surprised if it did. I can't say I've noticed. But he runs around with them, roaring, which is kind of cute. And then she also knitted something for the new baby. Well, she knitted 3 things. A Hello Kitty.
I think she's hoping for a girl.
Not that we know what we're having yet, but Hello Kitty's cool. I like Hello
We've
Kitty.
heard Yarn Junkie's having a girl.
Yay!
If you follow Yarn Junkie, she's having a little girl. We can't wait.
Exciting. And she's also knitted 2 matinee style cardies. Michael got a few of these when he was...
Nikki had these. My mother-in-law knitted a load of these when Nikki was a baby.
Yeah, my dad's mum gave us a few. And I got a few of Ben's as well, who's my partner's, and because I have giant babies. And then the week after, I probably fit this one on him. Which is really nice. I really like the pattern on this. And they're both white. Nice. Yeah.
You could always change the buttons to blue or pink if you wanted to.
Oh, I'm not bothered about that.
If you wanted it to be boy or girl orientated.
I'm not bothered about that. I just think I thought
They
it
are
was
really sweet.
I thought it was really nice of her to do that.
Yeah.
And then I've brought
You might like to have seen some of our past knitting.
our past knitting, quite a few things. Well, it's mostly what Mum's made, because when Michael was being grown, I wasn't really as much of a knitter as I am now. So most of the things that I'll show you, Mum's done. But when I found out I was pregnant, I ran to Abercam, which was I literally ran around the corner. I thought, gotta make a blanket. So I started this, which is now a big floor blanket because it's grown quite a bit. It's a bit whiffy. If you won't know that, because it's been washed, it got rained on.
Yeah.
And it's done it in Robin.
Double knit.
Yeah, Robin double knit, held double, and I think there's a bit of hayfield in it as well.
It's super hard wearing anyway. It doesn't fade.
This is over 2 years old. Because I think no, not over 2 years old. The middle bit's over 2 years old, because that's when I started it. I think I finished it when he was maybe a month or two old, but it's really hard wearing, and it's been washed, tumble dried, baby attacked, numerous babies actually.
It's had a lot of comments out, didn't it?
But it's done really well, and I even sold a few because of this. But it was just a big flower blanket. I think it's got 12 points. But Michael loves it. Well, these are, I ended up with, I did navy, white, green, red, orange,
Cream and yellow.
cream and yellow, because I didn't know what I was having at the time. And then I did find out that I was having a boy, but I still wanted to have a bright, colourful rainbow baby. And he got this blanket, and I thought it was really cute. And that's why I wanted to do start another blanket for this baby. And I've got it to the size I want it to be now before I add in colours, so...
You've not brought it?
No. It just looks like a bigger white star, to be
Right.
honest. It's not like this where there's lots of colour work in it. That I'll have to wait until... I'm going to wait and find out. I think it's 2 podcasts away when you'll find out. Ooh, pile. Right. I think this was the first booty you knitted in. I think.
He will only let us have one.
He put some on his teddy in his bedroom, and I was taking him off his teddy, and he comes running up to me shouting, "No, mummy, no!" And he's there literally ripping it out of my hand. I went, "Can I have one? I'll bring it back." Okay.
This was knitted in an artisano double, the merino double knit. From the shop was the reason I ended up, one of the shops that appeared was the cause of me ending up closing down, because as my wool was starting to do really well in my shop, and a full-on knitting shop opened.
Yeah.
Which obviously hit my sales quite a lot, because I was selling more run-of-the-mill stuff, which is what everybody was asking me for.
Yeah.
At the time, because I was trying to transition over from card making shop to a wool shop, but obviously I could only do that over time. And I got this when about 6 months after I closed down. She closed down. She was struggling. She started struggling as well, and she was closing down. So we got this stuff in the sale. I got a few different colours of this. It's absolutely lovely. What yarn? I think I've crocheted I think I crocheted a square in that actually.
So I thought these will be fab for the new baby, because Michael went through quite a few pairs, and I think I must have put them away, but he has this pair on a pair of
just to prove I can crochet. That's the same colour, I think, or very similar.
It's very similar.
It's very similar, just to prove I can crochet, really.
Yeah, he keeps them on one of his toys in his room. He got mightily upset when I tried taking it off, but he let me have one. So there we go. We got one.
So he liked them.
Yeah, Mum knitted these.
I should see that I've still got those ones that have the sheep buttons on, the ceramic sheep buttons upstairs.
They're well cute.
In the Toft. Maybe I'll show them next week.
I think you should. And then Mum knitted him some socks when booties were no longer. He loves these. When I let him pick his own socks for bed when it's a bit chilly, he always picks these.
I think these were from Pearl and Jane. Sure, they were from my Pearl and Jane. One of my knitting books. She has a couple of full-on knitting books out. Jane Ellison. And there's a child's sock. It's a knitting, obviously a children's knitting book, and they go from like 0 up to about 7 years. And I think this was out of them. This was in Peter Pan.
He loves them.
Peter Pan yarn, double knit, which is acrylic but really nice.
He likes them.
Yeah.
So must be good. And this is a jacket I think Mum mentioned last week.
With a two-tone cream and white.
Two-tone cream and white, but
yeah.
And then
you can see where I started a new ball and didn't realise it was completely different colour.
Oh well. It comes with a hood.
That's in the Peter Pan Baby Merino, the stuff that I'm knitting now.
He wore this a lot. And that's supposed to be a line, but I think it kinda died.
It's curled up a bit, hasn't it?
It's been washed quite a bit. We've all been well loved and washed. So done that. And then matching set.
This again was out the same Pearl and Jane book. It's all in Aran and double knit.
So here's the jumper.
I love knitting this. He looked ace in this.
It's fab. These are his colours.
Yeah.
And it was all done.
This was in Sirdar Hayfield Aran, baby Aran.
With wooden buttons. And then matching hat. Which he loves this hat, and I keep this hat out for him, and he walks around wearing it. It's a bit of a tight squeeze now, but he's got a big head. But he really likes this hat. He likes dressing up at the moment. And then I knitted this.
While you were pregnant, you knitted this?
While I was pregnant, buttons missing.
It was a gift, wasn't it? The yarn was a Christmas gift from Anne-Marie.
Yeah, and the pattern as well. And I knitted them, obviously, together. Hood. Never done a hood. No, I'm lying. I had done a hooded item before this, but I did little
pencil buttons.
I've got one missing because he used to play with them, so I need to
find another one.
And sew it back on. But that was it was a Peter Pan pattern, and this was a Peter Pan yarn. Can't remember which one, but
was it not Peyton's? Might have been Peyton's yarn actually.
Could have been. But I remember it being a Peter Pan pattern because I checked it before I came.
Yeah.
But this is the pattern. That lasted him quite a while. This one, Mum knitted this one. Like this one.
Knitted one of these in lilac for my niece as well. That was in. I think I'm a ball of that.
I like wooden buttons. That's why they're on everything.
I bought that in here.
See, this one stinks too. I think I need to wash my washing machine.
No, it's not in there. Must be in another bag kind of ball of that. I think that was.
This is cotton, isn't it?
That was. I think that was. That was a Wendy. Was it blue jeans? Blue jeans, and it was 50% cotton. That was an Aran weight, but I knitted it on a double knit pattern. That again was a Pearl and Jane Ellison pattern. That was a single pattern I bought when I was in a shop. And
this has lasted him ages. Still, what I only have to stop putting him in it about.
That was the new 0 to 3 months. That was all.
Maybe 2 months ago. Because it didn't fit him on the arms, but on the body it did. Same goes for this one.
This was in King Cole Drifter.
Love this.
In one of the adult colourways. It's so soft, this, isn't it?
Yeah. And it's got a cabled out middle, and she did a matching hat, which didn't last very long. Giant head. I do have it. It's packed away with all the little baby's clothes, which I need to turf out, and the sleeves. which he looks so nice in this. So cute. And that's the back.
That's a double knit again, King Cole Drifter double knit.
And it's washed really well, because this has been in his wardrobe since we've had it, really. Because it still fits him. It's a bit short on the body, but fits him nonetheless. But now it's too warm. This doesn't fit him on the body anymore.
No, it pulled up rather well like that, no matter how much you try to stretch it out. In fact, that looks like it's shrunk a bit.
Like it's not been, doesn't look that faded or bobbly or anything, because it didn't get a lot of wear out of it.
This was some yarn I got in,
But it's cute.
what's that cheapy shop in? Like bargain, like quality save, but it's in,
Home Bargains.
no,
Wilco's.
Wilco's. It was in Wilco's. They have bits of wool, and it was, I think it was, might have been 100% wool, or something like that. And it was like £1 a ball.
It goes on Woolly Wash.
And I bought it with him in mind. So,
Oh, if I have another boy, it'll be alright for
yeah,
that.
it just seems to have put his pull. It did pull up because of the pattern, didn't it? It pulled up quite a lot. It didn't seem to stretch out very well. Mind you, then I didn't block it because I didn't believe in blocking. Maybe I would now.
They're definitely great to have hand knits for little ones, because they just look so cute in them.
I was quite proficient. As you can see, I'm not a baby pastel person.
Well, neither am I really.
Didn't do much in the way of pastel colours, other than the jacket one.
Like that was done.
That's not pastel.
It's not really, is
Nice
it?
and, no, not really. It's nice and bright.
Um,
That's about the most pastel thing I did, I think. Oh, and that I did a jumper in that, in the blue and the thing that you killed.
I did kill that. I'll admit to that.
Yeah. A little Gansey sweater
It was so cute.
for 5 minutes.
There is actually a few other things I couldn't find that you were knitted for him. One was a cardigan, and it was orange, and it had a few buttons up the front. And that was done in a. You got it at the same time as I got this for Christmas. And there are other couple of other things that have been knitted, like there's a couple of baby grows. But they're in. I'll try and find. I need to go through everything anyway. I'm kind of holding off till I find out what sex this baby is.
That little baby crofter all-in-one that's in like the Fur Isle type yarn. And then the big chunky one. He liked that one, didn't he?
Yeah, he loved that one. And I've got like hats and mittens and everything, and they're all stashed away, so I'll probably get them out anyway for this baby anyway. But they're all a bit bigger because Michael was born in the summer.
Yeah.
Whereas this one's going to be born in the winter.
So it's nice just to show a few of these things that we've made in the past.
I thought I'd turf all these out because they're just nice to look at and show.
Anyway, just gonna have to wrap things up now. We've been rambling on for quite a while.
It's going to be a long one.
It's going to be a long one. We do apologise if you managed to sit with it. If you're a returning viewer, thank you for spending a bit more of your precious time with us. And if you're a new viewer, hope you enjoy what you see. Hi. I hope you come back. If you're watching us and you've never subscribed, please click subscribe or like to show people that you've liked our video, so we can keep doing this.
Oh yes. And
we'll hopefully see you again soon. I don't want to say what video this is because I can't remember. I think it's episode 16, but
who knows?
Doesn't matter really. Anyway, TTFN.
Bye.
Bye bye.